Hello guys, this is your teacher Christopher. Welcome back to another video. And I'm glad that you're watching this video. This means that you really want to learn. Today I am going to talk about indirect questions from WH questions. Today, by the end of this video, you will be able to ask questions in a more polite way when asking for information about places, schedules, and possibilities. Let's see about that. We have WH questions with B. The first example says, where is the nearest ATM? And the second one says, where are the restrooms? Please notice that the verb to be is in bold. Where is the nearest ATM? These are the machines called ATM, where we withdraw our money. Where are the restrooms? As you can see, the restrooms are the public bathrooms. Bathrooms are in our houses. Restrooms are in public places. So again, where is the nearest ATM? Where are the restrooms? These are actually direct questions. Now let's go to the indirect questions. Indirect questions. Could you tell me where the nearest ATM is? Please notice that the verb to be is now at the end of the question. And the second example says, do you know where the restrooms are? Again, you can see that the verb to be is at the end. So here we just added could you tell me at the beginning and do you know? And we moved the verb to be to the end. That is how you create an indirect questions with verb. This is how you create indirect questions with the verb to be. Let's continue. Here we are going to ask questions with do. How often do the buses run? What time does the bookstore open? Please notice that do here and does are in bold. Now let's see the difference between this one and indirect questions. Can you tell me how often the buses run? As you can see, I scratched do because we don't need it here anymore. Can you tell me how often the buses run? Do you know what time the bookstore opens? Does is no longer necessary as well. We don't need it anymore. So since we don't have does, then we definitely need to apply the rule for the third person. Bookstore being it, and the verb open changes to opens. Can you tell me? This is what we added at the beginning. How often? We removed do. The buses run. And in the second example, do you know? This is what we added at the beginning. That makes it sound more polite. What time the bookstore opens? Again, we removed does. It's no longer necessary. Let's continue. In our third example, we can see that we have WH questions with can. Where can I catch the bus? Where can I catch the bus? Here you can see that can is underlined and is in bold. I want you to notice as well that the subject pronoun I is green because I want you to notice when they change places. Let's continue. Now, this is the indirect questions form. Do you know? This is what we are adding. Where I can catch the bus. Now, I is before can. In the previous one, can is before I. Here, I is before can. So, do you know where I can catch the bus? Do you know where I can catch the bus? And it's as simple as that, guys. That is it. That is how we create indirect questions from direct questions. It sounds more polite. I really recommend it if you're going to ask a question to your boss, for example, or in your job, in places where you're not with your family or very close friends, because we normally ask direct questions to our friends. But when you guys are speaking with people that you don't know, it's important to be polite. So these are the questions to ask. I recommend you guys to practice this so you can master it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. This was my explanation about the use of indirect questions. I hope that you liked it. And remember again, if you want to master something, you really need to practice, practice, practice. Thank you very much again for watching, and see you next time.